C'erano 14 persone collegate.
21, 22.
Sei collegato.
Ok, eccolo. Ok, just a
I
sec,
think.
Patti.
Oh.
I don't know, I was there online and I said, okay, where she is, where she is.
Yeah, you got to click that first, and then I can click right in.
No, but I thought there was a mistake with my connection. I don't know, you know how it is.
I do. Technology.
There was Richard
Live.
Lyle already on in the other live. I don't see him now. I'm not sure if he's there.
You see who is there?
Richard Lyle. Richard Lyle.
We're on live.
He was on the other, but I don't see him now. He was saying, "Hi, Patti."
Who was?
Richard Lyle. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hi, Richard. Richard Leo. Richard Leo.
Richard Lyle.
Yeah, got to see them both together, which I finally learned to do.
And Belle is ready as well. Oh, there you go.
Oh, she's giving you the evil eye. Whoa.
But I want to understand. Last time, a lot of people were saying that she did move her eyes. Is it true?
Yes.
She did.
She does. She has been caught on camera like this, or like very professional TV shows. People catch her moving her eyes, moving her body, moving her head. When she was just in the background, people weren't even paying attention to her. I've got some still photos. A friend of mine was doing a photo shoot in my living room in front of my fireplace, and nobody talked to Belle, nobody touched Belle. Belle is in a different position in all the pictures. She just was moving herself around for the photo shoot. Oh, pretty girl. Yeah, Belle, that's Nick.
But I wanted to ask this one. It's a question. If you, for example, now if you leave Belle just maybe some minutes, but in a part where obviously the camera can catch her, you think that she's gonna move if she's not like with you? She's just by herself. This one I'm asking.
I think. Well, what my husband and I have noticed is that if we're downstairs and she's upstairs in the living room, because we have a reverse upside down house, we will hear her upstairs when it's like the cats are downstairs with us. It's not anybody else. We'll hear her running around. And the girl I got her from in Belgium, Chelsea Elizabeth, she used to hear her running around all the time. So yeah, I think she does.
Well, this one, it's quite. And do you think that you never heard her talking? Because a lot of people tell me that, spirits can possess somebody or something, anything. But do you think that she can speak when you don't see her, obviously?
I have not heard her physically on the outside speak, but I don't do a lot of recording here. It's funny because I'm so old school. Like if I brought, if I would use the tape recorder and stuff, maybe, but I rarely do that. So I have not physically heard, oh, Belle sounds like this. She has an accent. She doesn't have an accent. I know what she wants. I hear her more psychically, but she could have a voice. Again, it's a little girl spirit who's in her. And I guess enough energy because she's still, there was a bad spirit in her when I first got her. Got rid of that really fast. And then this little sweet girl, she used to really draw people's energy. It wasn't good. Not that she was bad, but she just took so much energy. Like if you hung with her, you would get tired. If you hung with her, I had to keep herbs like rue in her hand, keep different sigils, which I have some now on her, to keep her from draining people's energy. Not because she was trying to, but for her to live. But now that she's gotten used to this body for this last couple of years, lives in a house that she really likes, where she's loved and respected. She doesn't drain people's energy so much anymore.
Oh, I didn't know this. I know that there is a page called Belle the Haunted Doll that I guess you created that page, and I had seen that there was the story I know that she's quite old. I didn't know that she was
She's 105. She's 105 now. Yeah, she's a German doll. Her you could if you I could move her. There's like markings on the back. I was able to look up. She's made her head is all porcelain and in really good condition for 105. Her body is something they made 100 years ago called composite. So she's missing a couple fingers and stuff. Composite was kind of like pre-plastic wood mixed with glue, mixed with who knows what. Her body is that, but still pretty good shape. But yeah, she's like from the early 1900s. And the girl who bought her, Kelsey Elizabeth in Belgium, bought her at a antique store or a secondhand store, and she really liked her, but Belle made her sick for 3 years. Belle made her and her little kid sick, really sad, like made her hair fall out, made running around. Unless she kept Belle in a drawer or in the shed, which Belle didn't like either of those, she would cause her true physical illness. And when you have a little kid, you can't have that. So she saw me on television on Ghost Adventures or Deadly Possessions doing a seance with Peggy the doll, who's a much darker, much more haunted doll, not an old doll, from like the 1960s, but not from 1900, doing a seance with Belle, with Jane Harris in the UK, who owned her at the time, Katrine from Scotland, and if she figured if I could handle a seance with Peggy the doll, I could handle Belle. So she asked her if I wanted. She wrapped her up and she sent her to me. I had never done a Facebook Live before, like we're doing Instagram Live. I decided, okay, I'm going to open her on air. I want to see what this doll is. I got 200 views or I got whatever. The unwrapping of Belle, I had 49,000 views.
49,000 people. Oh,
49,000 views. It wasn't me. I don't have that kind of an audience. It was her. She drew it in. Plus, people who like that unwrapping fetish, unboxing fetish thing, I think got picked up on it. But it was amazing. So got her out, and there was a dark spirit, a negative thing attached. So my girlfriend Shauna was over at the time, so we got that dark spirit out. And then slowly started emerging this little girl spirit who's just mischievous, yes. Attention-getting, yes. But the sweetest little thing.
And when, for example, if you want to do like an EVP session, you want to check if there is energy like with EMF, let's say something very normal, usual.
Yeah.
Are you able to catch any energy, for example, if you switch off all the electricity in your house? And do you think that you can catch something?
Yeah, I have got like using a K2 meter and stuff close to Belle. I can get things to run. Using plain old ghost meter and things, I can in different things. Again, I've never really done much recording. My old producer on my old radio show, end of last year, I don't think it was Belle though. We were catching all sorts of crazy real voices. It was saying the name of the ghost, the other ghost that lives in my house. It was said my mom's name, but it wasn't Belle talking. I picked up voices. I haven't got a physical audible, but I haven't tried much from her yet. But everybody knows, like this face can't literally move. Obviously, it's porcelain. Her eyes can move. Ooh, she could do that. But anybody who, I know, don't get scared. Anybody who walks into the house can sort of tell what mood she's in, just automatically. Like, say if I have 3 people over in one afternoon, they'll all go, oh, Belle's happy today. Belle's happy today. They hadn't talked to each other. And the next day, 3 different people might go, oh, Belle's a little lonely today, or Belle's a little sad today. You could just tell her emotions. Like right now, anybody watching, you could probably see changes. Like when we talk about her, she gets really happy. And now if you and I start talking about other things that have nothing to do with her, you're going to see her get a little a little perturbed because she wants to be the center of attention. So if anybody's out there watching us right now, let us know if you see her face emotions change, because it's energy, even though the porcelain, or her eyes move, or anything else for that matter. What I used to do with Sheena, Belle would like grab her all the time. It's like, hey.
But you know what? I mean, at the beginnings, I don't know if you can move her eyes, but at the beginning she has a different position of the eyes. I don't know if it's possible. It's just my perspective, obviously, behind the screen. Can be anything.
She can, yeah, you can always sort of tell when she's like staring at you. Lady, you need to stop taking those pills because you're common sensible. I love that. I'm getting heckled online. Heckle away, heckle away. Yep. She's gonna get you. Ooh. Belle.
Can you show Belle do something? Okay, guys, it's not like a toy that you ask and she does. She's like spirits can possess, as I said, people,
of course,
or objects, but these objects become automatically people for the spirits because they have their own eyes, they have ears. They don't understand because if there is a brain or not, they just possess. Because would you possess an Hoover or would you possess a doll? The doll, it's something that goes closer to a person, so that doll becomes automatically a person. So Belle can be called the haunted doll, but can be called mostly Belle because it's Belle. I see it in this way.
Right. Something could attack. You know, you can have haunted objects. You can have a haunted lap. This little box could get haunted. But if you're a spirit, do you want to go stick into this little box without a face? Or do you want to stick into a doll that you could actually change the emotions of? Maybe change the face? Because working with dolls, you could look at them. You could whisper in their ear. You could talk to them. As weird as that is, that's why dolls tend to be the haunted object of choice for disembodied spirits. That's why, I mean, like Zach Bagans, if he could play with dolls, you know, a man, I can play with dolls. Actually, if I turn my camera this way, there is hundreds and hundreds of dolls, but not haunted. She's my only haunted doll. But most of mine are Barbies.
No, but I am scared of dolls and clowns. The clowns, I don't want to see them. But the dolls, I mean, if I know that a doll is haunted, it's okay. But if I don't know, no, I'm not gonna go in. Because I already know what to expect. Of course, now if I see Belle moving, I know what I have to expect. But normally, if I go in a shop and I see Belle moving, I will just run away and cancel my Instagram profile.
Yeah, but look at you. You go on paranormal, like, you know, you go on paranormal investigations. You're out there talking to ghosts, wanting to see ghosts. This is just a ghost going into a vessel in physical form. You know, but there is something scary to people about ghosts.
No, but, you know, I prefer to feel them rather than see them. This way, it's something very important. When I see something, honestly, when I go alone, it is difficult because, as I said, not a sensitive, I'm not an hunter. I just lucky. I feel lucky. Let's go like that. And but I'm able to feel, look, there is something in this place. I don't know how many times I told them, look, I will place a camera because I'm sure there is something in this place. Even last Thursday, it happened again. Of course, I didn't share the video yet because there are a few things that I need to go through, but there are a few evidence that I've got, and I had to stop my investigation because I asked, we can say, I did a question. If he wanted to move, if he wanted to throw something, because it is a poltergeist, what I'm investigating, and he answered not. So when he answered not, I just left because I don't want to misrespect, you know, because I'm going in somebody. I mean, if I go in your house and I start throwing stuff around, I don't think you would be happy. So the same thing, I guess, it happens with the ghost, you know. If a ghost comes here and starts throwing stuff around, I wouldn't be happy either.
Yeah. Yeah, respect is the #1 word. And whatever you're doing, whether you're working in paranormal, whether you're doing like Richard Layell. I love this person over here who just doesn't believe Richard Layell can be friends with me. We are like the bestest of friends. Sorry, dude, if I've offended you in any way. That's so funny. We compare dolls.
There are all these haters now. Today, there are a lot of haters in this live. It's my first time. Okay, guys. That's fine.
Yeah,
as long as you
I don't worry about what people think of me at all. Again, if Zach can have dolls, I can have dolls. Richard has dolls. Everybody has dolls. Again, it's just a vessel. for spirit. And if you don't believe in spirits, why are you watching this Instagram live right now? So anyway, oh yeah, respect. Anybody wants to go into paranormal investigation or anything in the occult, respect has to be the #1 word. Because if you don't respect, that's when trouble starts. That's when I had somebody literally, got to do that story again, burst into flames at Marilyn Manson's house because somebody was disrespecting the spirits. Living people don't want to be disrespected. Dead people or whatever else is out there, spirits don't want to be disrespected.
And can I ask you something? I can see there are few Italian names in this live. Do you have Italian followers? Because I don't. I guess
I do. I have a lot of Italian followers. My witchy world, Ricaldo. I have a lot. I have a huge Italian group. I need to connect the two of you up. That's more Facebook than this. I've done his podcast. There's a whole witchy network throughout Italy, and I've done his podcast. He's put things together. So we need to get you in with your Italian group. You're Italian, and I've got an Italian name. Yes, I have a lot of Italian.
Of course, I'm happy because most part of I am Italian, but I used to work only with Americans. I don't have many followers from UK. I mean, I've seen the percentage. It's a very low percentage. UK, it's about 11%. So it's about 8,500 followers, something like that, or even less. And maybe Italians, another 1,000. Maybe the rest of the 10,000 are Americans. And I've seen this week have been clicked by 17,200 and 15,000 were from America. So I guess they are all from America.
Well, we love this stuff. We do. But again, you have a lot of record. Like you said, you had a lot of people in Colorado, that's funny. That's odd. I don't know why that's odd, but I mean,
confusion because you're 10:30. It's their 11:30, I guess.
It's 11:30. Right now. It's 11:15 here. Colorado is 1 hour ahead of us.
That's where I got my confusion then. Sorry.
Yeah, you went backwards an hour.
Yeah, because obviously I got people from Argentina. You can see different names, like Italians, Argentinians. I don't understand, guys. If you really hate us, you can go away. I mean, there is nobody forcing you to watch this live. Honestly, I mean, I don't mind seeing haters because as long as you click us, we get clicks. So I'm absolutely okay with it.
Exactly, but it's nice to spread out. I love having people all over the world. I have quite a few people in the UK, of course, most in America. I have some people Australia. Like my book did really well in England. All English they're like #1 in like 5 countries, all English speaking companies. Somebody just called me a cougar, that the doll doesn't have a spirit. I'm just trying to get the young Italian man. Thank you. I'm impressed at being called a cougar, but I'm happily married, so not really. Oh my God, we have hecklers today. That's funny. Hi, Dawn. Fantasies. Anyway, Marissa, you are great. She's like correcting everybody out there. He's crazy. He's crazy. I don't usually get heckled like this. I love it.
Guys, honestly, I wouldn't challenge Belle, the Haunted Doll. I wouldn't.
So anyway, Belle's loving it. Anybody notice the change in her face?
You know what? I will focus on the good comments because I can see Jennifer, a lot of people writing so much nice stuff that they support us.
Oh, yeah.
Skeleton Crew, it's ever here, 24 hours. I love them. And Jennifer, thanks. And they love you can see Jennifer just wrote, "We love you, Patti," and I guess she's right. So I
know, and I love the good comments, and I crack up at the bad comments. Married women can be cougars, honey. Thank you for the education on that, Dawn. I appreciate that. I'll take it, whatever that is, whatever that cougar means to you. Okay. Again, it makes me laugh because people are funny. I love humans. We're the weirdest animal out there. I don't think ghosts are even as weird as humans. Animals aren't as weird as humans. I'm in the middle right now, as we're on live, of my city in riots, the world in riots, race riots. I'm a peacenik to the nth degree. It's sad. It's scary. Yeah. I'm a liar now.
Just a second, I'm just blocking them. because they are getting a bit
Whatever.
too much. I'm not gonna send them just don't want them to interfere that much on this video.
Yeah, the only one it hurts is them. If they're that miserable in life, that's what I figure. I kind of feel sorry for them. So, whatever. Anyway, hi, everybody. Hi, Sophie. Yeah, see how Dora, like, it looks like not, she's not really, I'm not, look at Dora, Belle's head kind of went down like she's reading comments now. She's like, nobody's talking about me. She's like,
Yeah.
screw my mom here. Why aren't you talking about me? I'm the pretty one.
I guess now she's gonna enjoy more the live. You can see that all the bad comments disappear. I just block all of them and send them away. So
Okay.
I didn't send them any bad comment like I seen on Instagram. I just put to hide their live, so they are not able to connect with at least in this live. They cannot. That's it. Easy one.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, Jester. However, thanks, Jester. Thanks to everyone that's. I guess this one is like a little live show, that the one that we do each week, more or less. Between you, I did with Haunted Side, I did with Paranormal Net, with the series Haunted on Netflix. I did a few these last weeks, and I've seen that you are enjoying as well the lives.
Yeah, I do a lot. I mean, I have mine, which I'm going to have to get you on my show one of these days. I have Alex Kazemi on. I'm so excited this week. I'm shooting with Alex Kazemi, and the one that airs this week is like the hottest astrologer right now. I have Kyle Thomas. So yeah, I'm having fun with mine. And again, I just look at, hi, Linda. We love you too. You know, the bigger trolls you get, that just means, you know,
And
it's a sign of success, I guess.
And I wanted to ask you, but Bridget Market, she's I tried to contact her, but no luck. For you, I need to contact her any other way. Bridget is the name.
Who?
Bridget.
Bridget. Oh, Bridget. Oh, yeah. You dirty old rat. I don't know that. Bridget. Yeah, I can contact her. I mean, you tried. She's really sweet. She's really great.
I didn't have
and again,
luck, we can say, but I can see there is another bad comment. I don't know what is today. I don't know.
it's the world is in turmoil. The world is in turmoil. Between the scary virus, everybody's frightened, whether they're frightened for their health, their family's health, whether they're frightened for finances, people aren't working. We get into survival level. When we're into this survival, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? And then things like everything is heightened, everything's on spotlight. So now we had police did a horrible thing last week, literally lynched and killed a black man on camera. Now my whole country and beyond is first peaceful protest and then turned violent. A lot of the violence is just people taking advantage of a situation, not the real protesters. But we're in a hotbed generator right now. So now is the time. Belle's eyes moved. Somebody said, yeah.
Wait, no, she didn't move. No,
she didn't move.
I will watch the live later on. This one I can promise.
Yes, for a Latino, and there is a horrible inequality, and we've got to make it equal. I'm just a believer that we can do it all peacefully, and most of the protests were peaceful. People who came in weren't the real protesters, but I understand the frustrations when it happens. But again, it's a big and complicated. But if we start everything with love, and the word we've been using even is respect, we'll get a lot further. We'll be heard a lot further if it's not a warring thing, if it starts from peace.
Oh, Richard Lyle is here.
Richard Lyle! Hi, Richard Lyle! Hi, beautiful.
I don't
My beautiful friend.
There is somebody else. You want to block? I cannot block somebody each single second, guys. Come on, just. I don't know. Today it's crazy. I never had something like this. Honestly, I never had.
I know it's not usual. It could be a planetary thing. It just could be, again, the world undressed. Everybody's on edge. Everybody doesn't know. So, Richard is my favorite too. Oh, that is so funny. He's one of the most magical people I've ever met. honored and thrilled to call him friend
He's really
and
powerful, honestly.
coworker.
You and Richard Lell are really powerful, I guess, in everything.
We are magicians. We are occultists. We are, yeah, we are.
And I just wanted to say to the people that are watching that the last video that I shared, it got a lot of thousands of people. But I want, first of all, thanks, but it's not paranormal, not at all. It is a black shadow, but the black shadow comes from the movement of the arm and the light of the camera. That, for whoever watched the video, is not paranormal. It has something in the house. I'm not saying that it's not, because otherwise they wouldn't contact me, the medium, and I don't know what they're doing, but still it's not paranormal. At least the video. I don't know, something never happened to you that... Patti, did you never watch a video saying, oh my God, this is something great, but at the end it was not paranormal?
Well, you gotta debunk what's debunkable, because that makes the stuff you can't debunk that much more real. If you think everything is supernatural, if I go, oh no, Belle did that herself, that negates when she really does move by herself. So it's good to debunk stuff that isn't. That's what a good investigator does. That's what a good magical person does.
And Thirsty said, hi Patti, hi Nick. And she said that she loves your personality.
Aw, thank you.
You're a model for that. From France. She's from France. Oh, even France. We've got people almost all over the world at this moment.
Yes, I love my people in France. Okay, we got to do a world tour here, Nick. We got to go talk to everybody everywhere. Richard Lale, you, me. We'll have the oddest group on the oddest bus around.
You know what? I really want to come in America to these events that we were talking about, but I want really to wait this moment to pass. I mean, honestly, it is possible to do events, but it's not nice to do an event with 2,000, maybe a lot of people, and while maybe a few miles away people are dying in the street. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. First of all,
no, we have to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ghost Maidens.
Hi,
oh, yes. We love them so much. Yeah, no, now is not the time to travel. Number one, because of the pandemic, we shouldn't be traveling. We should be truly still distancing as much as we can. Hi, paranormal team.
I really appreciate your nice comments. And I think...
Yes, we do appreciate the nice comments, and we just laugh at the bad ones, so it's okay.
Yes, and I guess you're the first one that in the street will ask me for a picture if you see me. I'm 100%. You're the first one that will ask me. Okay, that's fine. I blocked him. Hi, Sophia. Sophia is like, she's a cousin. That one, Sophie Bunge. I guess she watched a lot of times Ghost Adventures, so she knows you. She wrote, hello, Patti. Great job, Nico. Thanks, Sophie.
Are you going to do a live broadcast with Zach? I don't know if that's to you or to me. I've done live broadcasts with Zach. I've done, the craziest one was the 4-hour live Halloween special last year, because what's funny, when you're on an investigation, ghosts don't know we have to break for commercial now. The crew says we have to break for commercial. Everything shut off and the ghosts go crazy, and then you get back to it. It's pretty funny. Live broadcast during investigation is hysterical. So I have done live. Watch Demon House by Zach. Yeah, Demon House is a good one. I'm glad I didn't get called in on that one, like my friend Chris did, like Dr. Barry Taft did, because he's still ill from that. Barry Taft. I did a film with him called Ghostly Lovers about ghost, sex, and people with Dr. Taft, and he's been sick ever since that Demon House.
You know what? I need to watch still your episode on Hollywood. You know, your episode on Hollywood. I started to watch it because, of course, in UK I don't have the time that you have to like. I mean, if today you are on the 22nd season, I'm still on the old one, but I cannot do.
Yeah, no, a whole different. Because I don't know if you guys have a station called Really TV, which is different than we're on Travel Channel here in the States. So I'm always seeing somebody watch one of my episodes. They're never lined up. Yeah.
And you know, I wanted to try still again. I mean, again with this Ettington Park, because when they told me not for this year, they were leaving still closed, but I see that they are starting to open the limits. I don't know really how it works with functions, but I've seen that in America they allow functions, and I guess in August you're doing a function, something, an event you're doing. Was that you?
Yeah, but nothing live right now. Our live stuff again starts in August. Anything, I was supposed to be in New York, Atlantic City, Dallas, Texas, Arizona, all that got stopped with about things. The first one that I have that's rescheduled and hopefully we can do, Virginia City, which is one of the best Paracons, because Virginia City, if any of you've seen, Ghost Adventures has done a bunch there. Every TV show, it's super, super haunted and old West Town. We're scheduled to be there the first week in August. And then 2 weeks later, I'm scheduled to be back in Dallas. So if we break this curve, if we all get back to normal, if people are smart, live events start in August. Little-ish ones, not the big ones.
No.
All the big conventions have been closed because my husband and I produced the Hollywood Drum Show. We just had to cancel that. You can't socially distance 1,000 people and drums and music.
And even me, I still have to wait 1 more week because a lot of people were asking me, like by message, when I do my series. Honestly, they invited me for a series on Mediaset, but it's only in Italian, so I don't think will be good for Americans. I don't know if I will be able to translate it like with subtitles. I can do it by myself, but I still need to wait. I still need to wait 1 more week for an answer because in Italy they're doing quite bad. I just spoke with this TV today. The series will be called Paranormal Stories. I don't have many details, honestly, because I don't trust until I really see that I participate, mostly because of this period. I don't know what they're doing. And it's difficult to say yes or not. Yes, they invited me. They told me that you can, I mean, we need you, but they didn't tell me, okay, I need you on that day. They did, because they don't know neither. It's very difficult they cannot give me an answer they don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. Filming stuff, shooting stuff is all shut down here, completely shut down. I was getting ready to start working with Trevor Moore on a comedy channel, Comedy Central, which I love working with him, kind of being his weird psychic sidekick. But it got shut down, and they haven't figured out how to bring it up yet. My life is a wreck with Patti. Hi, Loco. Well, yeah, but I can't really answer right here about your life. Get my book. Actually, if you want a quick $6 answer to fixing your life, get my little book, Old World Magic for the Modern World, on Amazon. Everything in it is just to help you improve your life and make your life what you want. It's hard to plan with COVID going on. Yes, because every action we take will depend on what COVID is. You know, the more that we do the right thing, it'll go away faster. The more we don't do the right thing, it'll stay longer. The testing, where the money is put, every choice we make, both individually and as a whole, is going to depend on what COVID becomes and does and is and how long.
Yeah, and as I say, I really hope, because it was a very important moment. You know, after 7 years, I got thousands of people because it all came at once. You know, it all started with your life. Well, so on the same day, and I don't know, because the day that we spoke, I was not like, no. Obviously now I'm still at the beginning, but people, I can see that more or less they know me, they know you. We have so many common followers. So, and as soon you posted, you know, the picture with me, I got over 20 followers again. As soon you posted it.
Yeah.
So
you need to get better pictures. You need to get better pictures. They don't have to be professional pictures. You just got to light your face.
Okay, it's just because I'm shy, honestly, to take a picture of me.
I don't care. Get over it. Tell them to get over it. It doesn't matter. We have to do a lot of things we don't like to do.
Yeah,
just take you have your girlfriend. Take a lovely picture of you. Get a picture.
I will put
go,
another one, because I have pictures, but I mean, they are not so like not from this month, honestly, because I do it alone. Oh, my brother is writing. Look at that.
I know. He's my brother, Michael.
Oh my God. And honestly, I don't know who can take me a picture because it has to be my girlfriend before told me, okay, let's do like a fake one. You stay there. It seems that you're investigating, but you're not investigating. I say, no, come on, I'm not an hacker.
Okay. No. It doesn't matter. We're just talking picture. Don't make a big deal out of it. You can do it with a selfie. Stand in front of a window light source coming in, or have a light so your face is lit up. Take a selfie. It doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to be an in-action one. Yes, you should have some in-action ones, real or not. But you just need, this is me. This is Nick. This is Haunted Diary. This is who I am. If you want the follower, I'm giving them instructions here live on air. If you want to do it, you know, look at anybody who's made it really big. They have good photos. It's easy. I mean, decent photos where you can see who it is. You want to follow somebody you can see.
Oh yeah, I need to work on. Yeah, I will do it. Now you convince me. Yeah, that's fine.
Shaking in his boots. Belle's like, do it.
Well, Belle as well has a nice picture on her page on Facebook. I've seen it like on first. I watched it before. I even tagged her on my post. I guess there is her tag on my post because I really wanted to post her on my page. Honestly, she's really powerful. I don't know if she moved because I can see that between comments and stuff, we lost a bit the way of watching her. I can understand it can happen. But I don't know, guys. Did you see something missing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, she is haunted. This is Belle. She's a nicely haunted doll.
Oh, I hope that she's
positively haunted.
I so we just for you to give Nick pointers.
I
I'm just reading the comments. Ciao, Matti.
I know, it's good.
This one is my second brother. You see Matti Bona 6, that one. Then there is Loco Sensei, Patti. No, I don't know. Then there is the Ghost Maidens again. Yeah, I really want to do a live with the Ghost Maidens. I told them as well.
You should do with them. We had the best live I did with them a week or two ago. I actually put it up on my YouTube channel because they're brilliant. They ask the really great questions about, and they're into the art and they're into history. And they're smart and pretty and know what they're talking about. So yeah, have the Ghost Maidens. Do with Ghost Maidens.
Yeah, I really want to, you know what, I like to check each, as you see, mine one is like an haunted diary. I call it like that because I like to read experiences like from the others, because then I will put it, obviously, I like to put videos of my investigations. I posted one this week, I guess, and I still have to post part 3. But what I love more is to read others one, because I don't like to be in the center. Because, as I said, mine is not a TV show. I care until a certain moment. The day that I will participate in a TV show, like they offer me, of course, I need to be in the center. But the diary, you know, is like when you're a kid and you like to write on things. But I let everyone write on that. And the Ghost Maidens, they just answered you, I guess.
Yes, it did. Yes, switching hours too. We need to talk. I need to give you some date options, definitely. But again, make it not about you. What you're in the center, great. You're not in the center, great. But make it about what you're doing, the investigation that you're doing, the interview that you're having, the information's there. And then you won't feel so self-conscious or be so shy.
There is one question that is for both of us. It's in Italian, but I will translate it. Basically, he says that the demonic possession of a doll is the scariest thing that can happen in the world. That's what he says. I don't.
Okay. I'll tell you what I think. What do you think? I think what people think is demonic 98% of the time isn't demonic at all. It's just maybe a cranky ghost, maybe a nasty, cranky ghost. But when it's demonic, you're going to know it's demonic. And yes, that's true. Probably a demonically possessed doll is the scariest thing out there. But even like Peggy the doll in Zach's museum, he has 100 dolls. Some of them probably have some demonic spirits in them. I'm not even sure. I don't even think Peggy's demonic. I think she's just a mean ass, cranky ass ghost who curses at me every time I go to the museum. She sees me because he has a spirit box hooked up. It's like, I'm like, hi, Peggy, how are you? You look pretty today. Okay. But I don't even think she's demonic. I mean, even she gave people heart attacks. She gave pictures. And I mean, to keep a demonic thing there, you're going to smell it. You're going to sense it. It's going to ruin everything around you. So yeah, that is true. And again, demons are scary in themselves, and put demons in the dolls, which people are scared of by itself. Yes. But I think probably, again, 90-something% of people that think are demonic dolls they're just possessed by cranky ghosts, spirits, elementals, whatever.
And first, I guess even demons, I mean, it's not the right word to describe a nasty ghost, because, for example, the demon, I mean, if a dog comes to you, if you say to a dog, okay, like this one, even Richard Lell agree with this, you say you are very bad. Do you think the dog is gonna be happy? Yes, he will think that he's bad, so the ghost is gonna think that he's bad. But I tell you one little experience. 3 weeks ago, I did a very bad experience. Everything was like flying around, very bad one. And honestly, I thought that I wanted to quit for like few weeks, something, because I was really scared. Never happened to me. Like that one was a real poltergeist. But after 1 week, I went back again. And I was not thinking that it was bad, because when I went there first, I thought, okay, this one is bad. It's going to hurt me. They cannot really hurt you in a certain way unless you are a medium and they want to, you know, to have a very big communication. That one can be difficult. But I don't think, because when I went, I thought that was a good one. And it didn't do nothing bad. Nothing happened bad. He just answered that he didn't want nothing. I have the EVP just in my living room, and I will put it on Instagram. But if he wanted to throw something, he could. I opened like the drawer to him to smash something, but he didn't do nothing. So I guess.
Yeah, and people, and I think spirits live into your expectations of them. If you think, oh, this person's going to be bad and they're evil, and you're telling them that, just like what you just said, they're going to live into that. And if you think, wow, I'm expecting rise to the occasion, you're not going to be. You're going to be this. You're going to be civil. I'm going to be civil. They are too. It's true with humans. So if a ghost is a ghost that was a human, they're going to have the same attributes. So people are going to live into your expectations of them. So that's why just taunting a ghost, it's like, really? You got to be wanting to bring out the worst in them, because you taunt people, you're going to bring out the worst in them.
Yeah, I think the same. He continues the question asking if there was like a very bad experience that you had with Belle, but I don't think you're you're so close even right now. I don't think you had any bad experience with Belle.
No. No, never. Again, when I first opened her up, she got the 49,000 views. She did that. And then there was a bad spirit, and we just banished it. We did a whole banishing ceremony. And again, at first she drew energy like spirits will do, but there's nothing bad in her. She's mischievous. She wants attention like a little kid. She's a little bit like a spoiled little kid, but that's it. Nothing evil, nothing bad, no demon. A human spirit, a human ghost.
This one, it's a question that I want to ask you. I know that there are so many questions, but I really want to ask you, do you believe in God?
Do I believe in God? Oh, what a great question. I believe in the energy of God. I don't think I believe in the Judeo-Christian typical, there's one, specifically male, gender-driven overlord, but there is a God energy. There is, whether it's the God gene that scientists are discovering within us. I do believe that science and spirituality is getting closer and closer to being the same thing. Science is proving spirituality, spirituality is proving science, and with quantum physics, quantum mechanics and things. So I do believe in this God source. I think we've created stories of what that means to us from our human perspective, whether it's the Buddhist version of what a God is, or the Christian, or the pagan, or even the atheist puts then science as God. And I think they all have truths And again, but we have to find it, in my perspective, is that I'm not going to give my power away to anybody or anything else. I have to know what is right and wrong and good and bad. So I have to police myself. Somebody else isn't going to forgive me or do this or that. In what works for me. Again, somebody else's truth is just as valid as mine. So I believe in a God energy, and I also believe it is in each of us.
You know what? I really think, like you say, like a God energy, but I am closer to the idea of like there is a second dimension. There is no paradise. There is no, I mean, something that there is no a religion that goes close to my idea. But I see many religions that are like misunderstood. Like I was talking to Richard Lale in the previous live, and I guess the Satan is, like he described, is not like what we see on what we watch on movies.
No.
Or he's basically that you need to take responsibility of your actions. There is no God, there's no evil that is gonna punish you, like, or give you the paradise. There's nothing. Because otherwise, if there was, I mean, this one comes from me. If there was, why there are so many ghosts? I mean, you know what I mean, no? Why there are ghosts then? Why, with whom am I talking? Or I am crazy. I need to go to the asylum tomorrow. Or else there is something wrong in the religion. But I see that you work with a lot of people that are close to the church, like Bishop Brian. Can I ask you what is his idea of God?
His idea, he has a very Catholic Christian idea of God, sort of. If you get into deep conversation, which we've got into very deep conversation, he still takes it to that energy source below it. He is going, yes, there is that creator, there is the God, there is the Christ. He stays within that. But he really does, he also does see it as a template. It's a roadmap that we create so we can navigate our life. It's so again, if that particular one works for somebody and that's what they believe, that is the truth they're going to get. I go back to ancient Sumerian belief system because I study them all. My grandfather was this big philosopher. I've turned on the other end of that. He was this big atheist philosopher, very scientific. And now I'm absolutely not religious, but I'm as spiritual as you can get. But the ancient Sumerian believed that they would say, okay, if you live in the UK, you go to UK heaven. If you live in America, you go to America heaven. But what they meant by your belief system, if you believe in the pearly gates of Christianity, that's where you're going to go. If you believe in the reincarnation, that's what you're going to do. To me, it's a little more matrixy, which is, billions of years old belief system. Like we create that own. And I see truth in that because I take everything down to energy. I see energy. My gift, I see energy. I see the cords attached to each people. Whatever you say, I cut the cord, strings attached. I see the love. I see the fear. I see all of that. And our little human brains don't know how to navigate just for energy. So we create a story. Even biblical stories, when I think a lot of Christianity got it wrong by going, this is fact. It doesn't matter if it's fact or if it's mythos. I turn everything into mythos. It's the message you're supposed to get from the story. Don't lose the message. And if there really was a this or a that, what is the message that we get from it of integrity, of virtue, of love, of cause and effect, or action or reaction, or whatever that is?
Wow. Yeah, actually, it is a deep conversation for me.
It's a deep conversation. Belle's going, shut up. No, that's me.
No, but you know what? I had to take this question before, maybe, but we were so, like, we can say disturbed by a few comments. But I really enjoyed, like, people were like on our defense. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I know.
Did you never go in a church? This one is something that I want to ask you. Did you never go inside a church, not with Bishop Brian, cut Ghost Adventures 1 second, by your own? Did you never say I want to go in a church?
When I was a kid, I was raised without any religion. My grandfather was this big card-carrying atheist. My mom would have been Protestant. My dad would have been Jewish. Neither were either. I would drive by churches and see the energy and want to go in. I would drive by a temple or ride by in the back and see the energy, or a mosque. I would see the spiritual energy of a place and wanted to go in. But I thought those were a weird thing that other people went to. So I was waited till I was 13 to ask, brave enough to go ask if I can go to church. I wanted to go to church because there was some cute rock band playing, and my mom's going, you can do whatever you want. It's like, I can do whatever I want. And I became a seeker. Yes, I feel the magic in a church, most churches. I feel a sacred place, whether you're walking into somebody's garden, that's their magical garden, or a church or a sanctuary of any kind. There's true magic there.
Wow. Yeah,
In my experience.
oh, this one is something even that I guess there is a good question. How do you feel the energy? I mean, how do you feel it? What is your reaction when you feel an energy? Because it is different. For example, when I feel there is a ghost right in there, I feel weird. I don't understand what really I'm doing. And when I watch the video, I would say, oh, wow, is that me? And I guess you understand what I mean. But I guess you are more powerful than me, for sure. And I wanted to ask you, when you feel this energy, what do you feel?
That's the different clairs, and everybody's going to develop theirs different. That's why they have clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. Some people see, some people smell, some people taste, some people just know. That's the different gifts. I personally, it's a combination of all of them. I will get certain sensations, like around through here, the crown of illumination, like where your third eye is, or when you see religious pictures of like that magical crown around Jesus or Mary, that is our crown of illumination. And if that starts tingling a little, that's often, ooh, there's a change in energy there, whether that's a ghost or whether that's a spirit, or you're changing vibrational levels, or you're changing dimensions or realms. I get it there. It's like, ooh, that little flashlight is going on. And again, sometimes it's just a knowing, like somebody's just like, wow, I feel something's behind me. And if you want to develop your gift, just say yes. You can't, in all my work, I talk very much right brain, left brain. Your left is your reasoning, rational brain, 1 + 1 = 2. Ghosts aren't there. Magic isn't there. God isn't there. Spiritual. Your right brain is your creative, your intuitive, your spiritual side. That is where magic happens. That is where you're going to sense ghosts and spirit and magic and angels. So if you have this right brain thought, wow, I feel a ghost here, you can't send it over here to analyze to your left brain because you're shutting it down. Well, is there a ghost behind me? Oh, no, that can't be. Just say yes. Just say, oh, I'm feeling a spirit behind me. I'm going to talk to it. If it feels good, talk to it. If it feels bad, banish it or step back or control it. And if you want to analyze it, wait 2 or 3 hours. Go, okay, just say yes, yes, yes. And you will start developing your own gifts. And in 3 hours, you want to go, was there really a ghost behind me, or was that just indigestion? Or did somebody open a window and that really wasn't it? But if in that moment you learn to just accept that, it's a sense, it's a knowing, you smell it, you hear it, you feel it, whatever sense you're getting, just yes, say it, it'll get stronger and stronger.
And you were a kid, you say, when you started this, when you found out about this gift. You were 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. 3 years.
I was 3. I didn't find out. I just thought everybody could talk to spirits. It was just normal to me. And I think little kids have it. I think little kids, that's why they say the imaginary friends. Kids know that they aren't imaginary. We both live in modern Western societies, has no mysticism. Hardly, even our religion isn't very spiritual. We're not mystic. Some Eastern cultures are more mystical. We aren't. So all of a sudden we're taught, oh, that's your imaginary friend. That's imagination. And the reality of the other worlds is taken out of us. It just didn't get taught out of me. I think almost everybody listening right now, when they were a kid, was so much more psychic than they are now, or intuitive. Because when they always say you have to be childlike, not childish, you have to have the faith where anything can happen. That's that right brain place where that you are going to be able to sense spirits and ghosts and elementals and whatever else you're doing. Logic isn't the place you're going to find. And, you have to dance between the two. Between the two.
You know what? I really like this kind of things with mediums because you have like a very big connection. Now it just came to my mind because you can see at the bottom the Southeast Paranormal team. I actually joined them. There is a very powerful medium. She's called Jackie. You know what I love of her is she's, for example, when she asks my name or she asks any family name, whoever, something is gonna show up. And she does amazing videos, and she's the one that invited me to do a few investigations on in London, and I hope to join her because she's great. And what I ever say to the people that you don't have to go through the followers. Of course, when you speak with Patti Negri, it's another story all over the world. And I guess most part of the people watch Ghost Adventures and watch you, watch Richard Lale, watch Bishop Brian, Father Sebastian. There are plenty of names to say, but I guess everyone deserves, as I said, everyone deserves a voice on it because we all share at the end the same. You're getting busy?
Sorry, my phone's ringing. I'm not answering it. Somebody else will, or nobody else will. So we'll just. It's the ghost. No, it's not the ghost. It's a phone. I don't know how to turn off my bass.
No worries, about 2-3 minutes is gonna finish the live.
Yeah, we gotta finish anyway. So thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah.
I love our conversations. I love doing this. Again, there's all sorts of Skeleton Crew Paranormal's on there. The Ghost Bins are on there. Richard Lale's on there. Love you guys all. Thank you. Like us, follow us. Like Nick and Haunted Diary. Like me. Friend, follow all the social medias. That helps us. It just helps us. If you're interested, buy my book, Lots of Magic. Go to my website, pattynegri.com. Go to all his stuff. And everybody remind him to get a nice photo of himself.
Thanks. I will do. And I promise you that next live, I will have a nice picture. Okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, we don't do the live. I promise that.
The king of that is Richard Lale. He has beautiful pictures that present who he is in all his best.
Oh.
We could all do half as good as Richard Lale.
Well, his pictures are another story. Another story.
I know. I love him so much. We are each other's fan club, as I am your fan club. So thank you. And Belle thanks you.
Thank you. Thanks, Patti. Thanks, Belle. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Let's save this so we don't lose this, and I'll put it up on my YouTube
It doesn't
too.
depend on me. Depends on Instagram. Last time was a bug. It closed itself. It closed itself.
Really?
Yeah. It closed itself and I lost the live. I couldn't do nothing. My phone completely switched off. I couldn't do nothing. I just switched on. I was lost.
Okay. All right. Damn ghosts.
Bye.
Blame the demons. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.